Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are getting into Karmelo Anthony's appeal process live. And we're going to go into exactly what an appellate brief is and how important it is for Karmelo Anthony. We're going to be getting into a few videos, actually, one from Legal Doc Talk, one from Dennis Spurling as well. But today we are covering a major development in the Karmelo Anthony case. You know, his legal team has officially filed a notice of appeal and the process has begun. So now he has a new appellate counsel, including Gary Bledsoe, Brooke Cluse, and veteran appellate attorney Russell Wilson II. So in this video, we're going to try to break down what an appeal actually is. We're going to try to go into what an appellate brief actually is. I'll pull up a few documents. Maybe we can look at one and see exactly what it is and see how important it is for Karmelo Anthony and this whole process for him. So salute to everybody. Make sure you're all slapping the like button. Make sure you're subscribing to Uda on Go. I'm going to give y'all some chances to hit that like button. I will be doing a poll real quick before we get started. So let's just listen to a record as we're doing this. We're going to listen to one of my songs, Fly By Love, in the process. While y'all all hitting that like button, salute to y'all. You know, I don't do too many lives, but we're here for a real purpose. So salute to y'all.
No, fly by love, no. Fly by love, no late night. Look, and she don't want to fly by love, no. Fly by love, no. Fly by love, no late night. Nothing like lost love. She already lost love. She afraid to say bye-bye. And she really don't get it. Everybody trying to hit it. Ain't real love, why try? And when she ride with a nigga and she side with a nigga, have a feeling like a drive-by. Look, and she don't want a red eye love. She don't want a short stay. She ain't looking for no fly-by love. Damn girl, you so innocent. Pretty little thing, but you with the shits. When I reinview your life, it made me reminisce. Damn, you be moving like a feminist. I know, girl, you a dancer. Are you telling me that you a prancer? She don't want to give it all cause she done took a fall, but I feel like an advancer. And I know that you took a loss though. Had you out here living like a lost soul. But it's something about the way you move your torso. Have a nigga really wanting more so. You the baddest from the gate, truth door closed. You already built a home, I'm thinking foreclosed. And I know you ain't perfect, but love ain't perfect. I just want to keep yours close. Look, and she don't want to fly by love, no. Fly by love, no. Student of the arts, girl. You a performer at the heart, girl. But you love playing roles that ain't your part, girl. You made a mistake. Tell me, where do we start, girl? In the day you like the blue, then you black swan when it's dark, girl. I know, but you just waiting for the man that's gonna paint you perfect,
make you feel nude as a muse. You worth it. When the camera's on, you shine. You work it. You whine. You jerk it. I don't mind. You twerk. Facts. Salute to everybody, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all make sure y'all slapping that like button. Y'all share this all out. Yeah, man, this whole process is a deep process, all right? So we're going to go into a video by the Legal Doc Talk. We'll get into a video by Dennis Spurling as well. He was talking a little bit about the situation as well. We'll try to listen to what Dennis was talking about. And then I'm going to also try to bring up some actual documentations and actually go through a little breakdown. I've taken some notes for y'all to break down exactly what a legal brief is and how important it is going to be for Karmelo to have any chance at appeals, retrials, whatever that case may be. All right. So salute to y'all. Let's get right to this.
I have the docketing statement pulled up, but I just want to kind of go over everything as far as the process real briefly if you have not already tuned into my other videos. So once a notice of appeal is filed, the next thing to do is file a docketing statement. After that docketing statement, then if they have not already done so, they would have to request the clerk record as well as the court transcript and get all of the information that was submitted to the court, and they have to forward that to the Court of Appeals so that way the Court of Appeals can send it over to the appeals attorneys. And that's
okay. I've been in contact with the court reporters and the people in Texas and Collin County. They actually messaged back to me, got back to me. They said I was trying to reach out for the transcripts for a while, but they said that the appellate process must happen first. After the appellate process happens first, then the transcripts will be readily available for us, and they will be available for purchase. So again, I will have to purchase the transcripts, but we have to wait for the appellate court process first. They get the transcripts, they go over the case themselves, and then it'll be ready out to the public. So just to let you know, I'll read the message that they sent me back just to let you know. So salute to that.
Both on the plaintiff side, or I would say the appellant side and the appellee side. What Karmelo did on the day that they sentenced him, he filed that notice of appeal, because you have 3 days to file a notice of appeal. Otherwise, you just pretty much waive your right to appeal your case. And so regardless, either he did it or his attorney did it, but they preserved that right, which is a good thing. On the 23rd, the appellate team for Karmelo filed an amended notice of appeal, pretty much saying, hey, we are we're the attorneys that are now on the case, and kind of submitted a new deadline for things to be due, if that makes sense, like a scheduling order. And then 25th, a docketing statement was filed. And here is the docketing statement. And we'll go over this in just a second, but to kind of educate you guys on what that statement is, it is a statement. It's an administrative tool that allows the clerk of the court to quickly screen a case for any procedural or jurisdictional defects. The Supreme Court of Texas has published a uniform docketing statement, which each court of appeals posts on its website. Each appellate court's website can be found, and they provide us with that particular website address. So going back to the docketing, this is the uniform statement, and this is for criminal. They have one for civil, but this is the criminal side. And this pretty much you have to complete in its entirety. Okay. I've had some people reach back out to me because, some people they can't afford appeals lawyers. So they try to do it themselves. And next thing you know, things are getting kicked back and they're not following the pro se guide that I provided for them. So if you don't fill this out completely, it will be getting kicked back to you. So you want to ensure that if you ever decide to appeal a case in Texas, you have to ensure that you read that pro se guide and you fill out this statement correctly. And then there's other processes that you actually have to do. But going back into this, so it shows the docket number, the Fifth Court of Appeals, the case style, the companion case, the appellant's name, the appellee's name, and then this is all of the appellate attorneys. And so they had to check which attorney was actually sending over this file. Now, he is the lead attorney, Russell Williams. Russell Wilson II. So he is the one that is the lead attorney on this case. And then going to the appellee attorneys, which would be the Collin County District Office. And so Amy Murphy is the lead attorney that is on this case. Perfection of appeal, judgment, and sentencing. So this is a criminal case type matter, and it's an appeal from a final judgment of conviction. Let's see, the date of the offense, the date that the sentence was imposed, his plea not guilty. Was the trial by jury or non-jury? Obviously a jury. He submitted his not guilty plea. The notice of appeal was filed on June 9th. The punishment that was assessed was the 35 years confinement to the Texas Department of Criminal Justice. And then they said, is this appeal from the pretrial order? And no. Let's see. Now, this one, Section 6, it states action extending time to perfect appeal. So motion for a new trial. So they are opting to file a motion for a new trial.